Well, it's been a long time, and since I did my, it's been a while since I did my Metroid um, tier list, and I figured today would be a perfect day to talk about how I felt about Metroid Other M. Well, I was kind of on the fence. I had heard about how terrible it was, and oh, it's a terrible game. It has glitches. It has a terrible glitch, which makes it impossible to beat the game. And I was kind of skeptical. So I asked around, should I or should I not play Metroid Other M? Well, I did. I asked me when I asked people around, they said, "Go ahead and try it. You might like it." And to be honest, I actually enjoyed it as much as. I mean, I did have a few problems. I'll get to that here in just a minute. But other than that, it was a good game. I liked the storyline. Yes, Samus is a little different from the other Metroid games like Metroid, Super Metroid, Metroid 2. But come on, guys, really, you wanted to know the backstory between Fusion and Super. You got it, and yeah, see, he had a little bit of an attitude, but if you had a guy telling you what to do the whole entire game, and you know what you're doing, I think you get a little annoyed. Just a little bit. I did like Adam. I didn't like the fact that he takes all your weapons away and basically tells you you're not going to be able to use them until I say so. That's one of my problems with the game. The other problem is, I hate to say it, but the whole holding the Wii remote sideways. What happened to using the Wii remote and the nunchuck at the same time? Yes, I know Super Mario Bros. Wii and Super Paper Mario had that idea. Those games work great with that. But having to point the remote onto the TV just to shoot at an enemy that's like right in front of you, I don't know. That's one of my complaints. The other complaint is the difficulty. I played on normal people, and it's like, really? This is a guy that came off of games like Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3. And games like Metroid Prime Hunters and Super Metroid. The game was difficult. Not to a point where I wanted to just throw the game out, which I couldn't, because I'll be throwing my Wii U out because I downloaded it. But I don't know. I want to say I liked the game and hated it at the same time, but I don't know. It's like I wanted to say the game was terrible, but I love the storyline. I love that it takes place after Super. They sold it. What happened to the, we already know what happened to the baby. He got blown up, but we saw how much it impacted Samus. How much, and I know, it got annoying. It did get annoying because they're saying, the baby, every 5 minutes. Just shut up about the damn baby! Oh my God, the baby Metroid died. What, maybe a couple of months couple months before Metroid Other M, just move on. I mean, okay, yes, it was sad seeing the poor thing blow up at the same as Samus. But for crying out loud, move on! The other thing that annoyed me is the constant having to wait till Adam could. It bothered me that you had to wait till Adam tells you, oh, hey, guess what? I'm going to let you use bombs. We're going to let you use the spider ball. We're going to allow you to use whip missiles. I get it. He didn't want collateral damage. But for crying out loud, you want to wait till like 5 minutes after I've been in an overheated section to tell me, hey, I'm enabling your barrier suit. I could have been dead 5 minutes later. Oh my gosh. And the boss battles. Okay. There were a few of them I liked. I liked the boss battle versus Queen Metroid. I liked the boss battle versus Ridley, even though it was lame. And I will say that the boss battles were kind of lame. Like, for example, when you're fighting that big bulldozer or whatever, it's hard. It's stupidly hard. It took me 3 tries, people. 3! And if it weren't for the save system, I would have given up on it. The other thing that really irks me is the save system. Okay? Again, I did not like the fact that you were locked out after a certain part of the game if you saved after it. I had no problem with it because I didn't use it. I went ahead and just kept going because I knew sooner or later I was going to run into another save point. But imagine you're playing the game for the first time, no internet at all, and you run into the problem of going back into that boss battle with the Magician after the second time. And like, oh, screw it. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to go forward until I saved and healed. And then all of a sudden, you go back to where you were and the door's closed permanently. You got to go back throughout the whole game, fight every boss, you get back to where you are. I did like the secret boss at the end of the game. That was cool. Phantom was an awesome boss. I had no problems with that. And you know what? Despite everything I said, I'd say it's decent. I wouldn't say it was perfect. No Metroid game is perfect. And again, I'd say that I'm keeping Other M where it is on the tier list because it belongs there. I'm sorry, guys. I can't put it up any higher. I can't. I can't put it in S rank. I can't put it as an A rank. It does not belong there. It doesn't belong in the D, but it doesn't belong in the A or S. But yeah, would I suggest you play it? If you really want to see what happened between Super and Fusion, yes. If not, don't bother. Just don't. You don't need to know what happened between Fusion and Super. You just don't. I mean, it just gives you a little, it's like Zelda, okay? There are games that don't really tell you what happened between the games. Like Wind Waker, for example. Like Spirit Tracks and Final Hourglass. You don't need to know what happened between that in those games. You can move on to play Twilight Princess. And this is the same thing with Other M. If you don't want to play it, that's fine. You don't have to play it. Other M is fine if you don't play it. You can play Fusion without playing Other M. But it does kind of tie up some loose ends. So if you want to play it, go ahead. I'm going to give it the DJ Lamar 2 seal of approval. But I'm not going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it a 7. I'm sorry. I can't give it a higher score. I'd say if you guys want to play a good Wii game, play Co-op Sin. Play Metroid 3 Co-op Sin. Trust me, you'll love it. Way better than Other M. The controls are better, and the storyline is better, in my opinion. Again, Other M is worth playing if you want to know what happened between Super and Fusion. I'll see you guys next time. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys next time.